Hello, everyone. Welcome to the One Conscious Love Network. I'm here with Tanis. I am so happy to have you here today, love. It's so good to see you.
Oh, Melanie, it's really good to see you. I'm looking forward to chatting.
Yes, me too. Janice and I met a few months back now, actually. We wrote a book together, The Awakened Feminine. And so you can find this book on Amazon now. And it just speaks to the beautiful parts of being awoken and then your feminine energy as well. And it's a combination of stories of all different women. And it's just this beautiful, beautiful project that I was part of. But yes, it was just so lovely to have you participate in the book and to get to know you better. And here we are today in the One Conscious Love Network to share what is it that you do? How do you shed your light in the world? So I'll let you introduce yourself and just answer that.
Wow. Well, first of all, I just want to say that, thank you so much for having me today. And I really it was really an honor to be involved with this book. And Melanie, um, the founder, whatever that word would be for a book, it's your project. And I was just really honored to be a part of it because the process of thinking about what my message was, in particular
Mm,
for the awakened feminine, it was a really interesting one to go through and some meditation. And at first I wasn't sure that I had a message that fit, but as I meditated, it really came to me. My chapter is called Awaken to Sisterhood. And I could talk to that. I don't know if that's what I do in the world or the light that I'm shedding in the world, but I do feel like that has been a significant part of my journey. And uh, and
oh,
so and putting that into written form in the book, helped to really bring that into clarity and focus for me. And so I'm
mhm.
just grateful for that personal part as well, and being a part of this group of 10 phenomenal women, and those stories, and just really feel privileged to be a part of that. And if there's some messages that can be helpful for others in there, I'm really happy about that as well.
That's beautiful. Well, you are just a wonderful, wonderful addition to the project. I'm so glad that we got to work together because it is these books have just been just so beautiful to work on and to then see the finished product and get to hold it. It just feels so good. So yes, please tell everyone who is watching how you shed your light in the world. What calls you to do this every day?
Well, let me see. Let me take a step back. And we were just before we started recording. I mentioned 14 years of post-secondary. So how I got to where I am today and how that fits together. But my background is that I'm a former child and adolescent psychiatrist.
Mhm.
And it was a long road to get there. Um, through um, yeah, 3 years of not quite a bachelor's, medical school, a family medicine, almost all of a family medicine residency, but then a psychiatry residency, and then a
Mm.
fellowship in child and adolescent psychiatry. Um, and a long road, and a lot of study, and meeting a lot of people, and working with a lot of people, and hearing a lot of stories.
Mm.
Um, and I think that, so I've always loved health and wellness, and always loved being able to help people, and always been curious about people's stories.
Mm.
And even as a child and adolescent psychiatrist, felt that, although I was there to help them, there's always something to learn from everyone. And I got immersed in different cultures, especially working in inner city Philadelphia, which is where I primarily
Mm.
practiced as a child and adolescent psychiatrist. And I learned so much along the way, but I was leading a lifestyle that, um, that was like being on a hamster wheel. Is the kind where it looked good on the outside, but it actually didn't feel inside good inside. There wasn't that,
Mm,
I had I was a doctor. I owned a heritage home with stained glass windows. It was like beautiful, and I had
mm,
teenagers, but most of the and I was doing real, like valuable work that was important to
yeah.
me, but I wasn't getting to see my own kids. Um,
Mm,
and I would often leave for work before they would wake up in the morning, get back after they were in bed at night, never able to be involved with any of the things related to their schooling. And so I was really
mhm.
basically homesick for my own kids and living for the couple of weeks in a year where I would be on vacation and
Yeah.
very stressed out, and but without even the time to think about what what could I do differently? And living also far away from family on the other side of the border, the other
Mm,
side of the continent. So a bit disconnected in that way. And that's actually where my part of my story, my chapter in the book that starts is that it was during that time that I was um, began to be awakened to sisterhood, which
mhm.
to making probably partly because I didn't have family around, began to make some of those sister friends who were very having studied for so much of my life and led a life where I didn't have much time to hang out with with other women and experience.
Yeah.
It was very achievement oriented and very very stressful. So that's the first half. That's the first part of my journey. What happened for me was that when I had my third daughter, after a very big gap, like almost 14-year gap in between my kids,
Okay.
and I was supposed to go back to work when she was 12 weeks old. And in the US,
Right.
I'm back in Canada now,
Right.
but in the US, that's a really generous maternity leave. People get 6.
Oh,
That was saving up all my comp time and all my vacation time. And because after many years of being on call, leading a lifestyle of being on call every third or fourth night, I actually had a job where I wasn't on call anymore. So I thought I would be fine to go back to work. But when
mm,
I had that third daughter, and then
yeah.
I basically looked at her and said, "Yeah, I have to do something different because I know how quickly almost 18 years go
Mm,
by.
so quick.
And I want to do something different, and I don't want to miss it all again. And so I searched for something. What could I do? Because I also was in a position of being a primary income earner for my family. And
Mm,
um, and so that's when I made a shift career-wise. I had actually been introduced to Arbonne, which is a vegan clean skincare company. Actually, before the word clean was even clean, it's like really the original clean. And I had not been looking for a business opportunity, but when I started to cast about for what could I do that would be different, that
mm.
would take another 14 years of schooling, or even two, thing that I could jump into, I um I decided to build a business in partnership with that company because I felt so aligned with the strict ingredient policy, with the health of the
Mhm.
products. And I so really I thought I used to always say I'd never sold anything in my life, so that was very scary to me.
Yes.
I look back now to when I grew up in North Vancouver, and I, in fact, did have a job in grade 12 at a bakery. And I forgot, and I actually got fired from that job because I would try to talk obese people out of buying a second cake. And yeah, so I got fired. I wasn't very good at selling pastries, but this was much more aligned. So I started to build a business, which was about helping people to use cleaner products, skin
Yes.
nutrition, and also in the process really shifted my own lifestyle. And so
Mm,
I was able to not go back to work till my daughter was 5 months old, and that was part-time. And for the first time in my life, I started to think outside the box. I was just thinking about this last night. I had the opportunity to come out to Vancouver for the month of July, and the old me said, "Wait a minute, I just had a 5-month maternity leave. I've only gone back to work for 2 weeks. I can't take a month off." But that because of that shift I'd made, I was like, well, why can't I? So I did take that month off. Anyway, I was able to cut back to 2 days a week, and then um and I was very surprised to learn how much I loved sharing healthy products, helping people with their health, and also mentoring people to create another income stream that could give them more flexibility.
Yeah.
I had, and so I've been that's as I've done that. I've been a VP with Arbonne for over 21 years, and just made a since my son was born, I went on an extended maternity leave from medicine and ended up not going back because it turned out that when I had the choice, because I didn't need monetarily to go back, that the time with my family was more precious with for me, and also that in that I was being challenged in so many ways, and through I ran um, nutrition programs, weight loss programs
Mm.
for years, mentored people to eat more whole food based,
Mm.
nutrient dense. Like, it really expanded my awareness because in medical school, I think I mean, we might have had 4 weeks of nutrition.
Right?
We also
It's
didn't get
so wild.
we
Yeah,
did
I
not
don't
get training in
understand that.
botanicals. My best friend from medical school also joined me. At the time, she was the head of student health services at Simon Fraser, and we were like,
Mm.
we didn't get any training in botanicals. Fortunately, her husband was a homeopath, so he
Oh,
was able to
yes.
take a look. And so, just sharing health and wellness in a different way. And
Mm.
through through this, I just really fell in love with helping people to make shifts in their life, um, with simple things that they can do that will have compound effects on their wellness. And using clean products is one thing because those are things we do daily. Like, we drink our
Mhm.
protein shake or a green drink or wash our face, or those are things we do every day, and we can expose ourselves to toxins, and good things are not good things every day, but there's many other simple things that people can do, and to shift their wellness. So my interest in that, and also just seeing the change for myself with being able to live
Mhm.
so much a much more active, flexible
Mhm.
lifestyle, um, began to interest me. So through all of that, and through some other things that happened along the way, I began to use a kind of a mantra called Glow, that was given to me by initially by my oldest daughter, who had started a personal branding business. And
Awesome.
and that came to guide me, and then I began to use that in my business, beyond my personal life, and really to think about how can I help people. So now my passion is to help people to live, to be
Mm.
healthier, and feel better inside and out, and to really lead lives. My brand is called Glow Life. And to help them glow life, to glow more on the inside and the outside, and to have a ripple effect of glow in the world. And so I'm passionate about growth, about helping people to glow more.
Mm.
I think when we're glowing more, we have um, we then have overflow that we can give to the world and bring our special gifts, which might just be our positive energy, or who knows what it is, right? And
Yeah.
that's that positive ripple effect that I want to have in the world.
That's so beautiful. What did you say what GLOW stands for? Because I didn't hear it if you did. Sorry, could you repeat that
Oh
then?
yeah, no, so I didn't say what it stands for.
Oh, okay, then I'm super curious. I
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
know. Sorry. I
Oh
hope
yeah,
it's
no,
not private.
yeah, no, but no, it's not private because I use it all, I use it with my team all the time, and you'll see it like sort of in the background of my social media, if you look for it. But yeah, G stands for gratitude, grit, and growth.
Mm.
And and our yes, I've just like gratitude has, at a certain point in my life, gratitude rescued me, changed my
Mhm.
life, and
Mm.
just catapulted me into another phase of life, and
Yeah.
out of difficult times and into the best chapter of my life. So I'm very passionate about the power of gratitude, and about booking
Mhm.
every day in gratitude, um, grit and growth. And L is living fully, with the power of
Yeah.
laughter. I am. I'm a huge believe I believe that we should choose love over fear, but I believe that we,
Mm,
live in the now and live fully every day. But also the power of laughter and, and levity, just fun. Really, like, I try to bring fun into everything I do, into my business,
nice.
to and always for overturning obstacles into opportunities.
I love that.
That is something that I think it's a huge deal breaker. It's something I had to learn it again in sort of like dire straits times of my own, to begin to be able to see that within even the toughest of obstacles,
Mm,
there are there's gifts, there's lessons, there's opportunity, and began to be able to turn around my approach to obstacles, so that really to just be examining them right away for what the opportunities are within them. And and then W stands for write your wonderful story. And
mm,
and then turning that story into, who do you need to be in terms of the glowiest you, to make that, to as a star of your own wonderful story, and turning it into what I call a workout. And workout is just like daily practices, whether those are
mhm.
physical, mindset, meditation, other things that can make that wonderful story a reality.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I'm so glad you shared that because that's touching on everything, everything. That's really beautiful. And I can see your passion and you're radiating with love and happiness for what you do. So that's just really, really amazing. Anything else you want to share with everyone watching?
Wow, just that, I just think that, wherever you are in life, whatever's going on, whether your life is like feeling great, maybe then you're just that person who has that ripple effect of glow for others. But you might be like I was at a certain point in my life, where you feeling at a real low a point down in the bottom of a
Mm,
dark ravine, and like the lights have been turned off, but that there is that really, whatever might feel like an ending, can be the beginning of the best chapter in your life, and that there are always others that can help you to climb out, but there's also
mm.
simple things that you can do that will help you to get out and to really live your wonder story.
That's so beautiful. And I'm so happy that you're here today. We're going to put all your links in the comments below so everybody that's watching can reach out to Dr. Tanis. And I definitely strongly urge you to do that, even to make a new friend or to just follow this amazing, beautiful path that you're on. We should definitely surround ourselves with beautiful people like you to have a very successful life. So, thank you so much for being here today and taking your time to share your story and what it is that you do. And you're definitely shedding a lot of light. I can see it glowing out of you.
Aw. Well, thank you so much for having me. That is part of what was wonderful. Another thing that was wonderful about being a part of this project, again, being brought into contact with, with just as a part of others who are uplifting each other, and really wanting to help others. And there's so much, we're always better together.
I cannot agree more. Well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks again. Bye, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Bye.